All right, what's up, everybody? How are you doing? Can you turn it down slightly in OBS? All right, so welcome everyone. This is the lower bracket semifinals of the NECC. It is your Cleveland State Vikings versus the Winthrop Academy Eagles, I believe is what they are. Don't quote me on that. And we're getting right into the action here. So for those that have not followed the NECC award, because I know Rocket League has not been on stream much for this playoffs, both of these teams started off in the lower bracket as a nice save from Orb coming out there. I will quickly be joined by my co-caster in a second. My goat, Zandit. How you doing?
Zandito Burrito.
Zandito Burrito.
I don't know if anybody heard that, but we are in Lag City Central on the...
on our view.
on our POV.
I'm literally just looking over there.
That's probably going to be how we have to run this until we can get the long... we need an HDMI splitter for...
We got this.
A monitor, probably the middle monitor. That's going to be the main monitor for all the games at this point, right?
Yeah.
So,
I normally use the right one. It's just Rocket League in particular. Hates it.
Yeah.
So Winthrop scored the first goal there. I was just telling the viewers on the pretty miraculous bracket run both of these teams have had so far.
Yep.
So big respect getting paid out either way tonight, as CSU needs to get that ball out of their zone.
I mean, once CSU, as far as like the Rocket League team goes, they're very tight knit.
Right.
The one thing that CSU's always been good with since Cypricates joined this team is communication. They rotate where they need
nice
to, and
shot
that was a
Orb.
huge, just general. I'm gonna say ball chasing. Orb is our designated ball chaser.
Well, yeah, Sip set him up pretty well as well.
Yeah.
But no, they're very good at
they all have their own roles. So like Lobos are set up. He's the guy that's going for the nasty flicks, going for these nice aerials, going for a lot of things.
Someone.
Cypricate tends to be our person that rotates back, who's keeping track of the ball and all this. Basically delivering information, and Orb is our pressure. Orb is the ball chaser, the person who's constantly applying pressure either to their offense by demoing, or he pivots between different strategies, but the main thing is constantly putting pressure on the ball when no one else can.
Yes, for sure. Whoever wins this best of 7 series, which yes, it's best of 7 because it's NECC, not best of 5 like the other conferences. Whoever ends up winning this tonight has a date with the University of Florida,
which would be an easy dub for us, in my opinion. We've beaten them before.
Okay.
Granted, they've had a roster change a little bit. But I don't know. I feel like if we beat them in their old roster, 2 new players isn't going to really change a whole lot, I think.
Right.
CSU doing well, as far as I can see from over yonder, to defend and keep some presence going here on this ball. Huge defensive plays there from the team, getting it cleared very quickly there.
Oh, Lobo with a nice shot. It's taken out.
Yeah, unfortunately he's not going for a setup right now, though. That's really spicy there. Winthrop has it in the corner, gets it out of the corner, unfortunately for them, but they still have control of the ball here. They're still on the offensive.
Oh, okay, CSU playing the defense now. This is Sip. Nice. Almost corner pinch save.
This is a good sit-up angle here for Cypricate if he wanted to take it. Orb's going to communicate that he's going for it. He's going to go for an air dribble there. Not going to win that 50-50, but that's A-okay. We have Cypricate sitting in net there. That's a bad demo for CSU. Luckily, we still have it in the air, so it's not much opportunity for Winthrop there. That was a nice pinch attempt there from Orb. Unfortunately, he's not going to get it. A good reset there, 50-50 to take for Winthrop. Not going to really result in much, but they're going to make something out of it here.
Oh, nice. I think that was Lobo that sniped that out of the air. Yes, it was. And Lobo's going full aggression here. He's got to be careful. Can't Can't quite pop it back. Almost a minute left in the game.
Yeah, that was almost a goal there from Lobo as well. That 50-50 was so unfortunate, though. That's going to be a shot on goal. That's going to be a miraculous save there.
Minute left. Winthrop.
Yeah, they're just going to come back. They're going to be able to get that goal. Game 1's looking like it's not going to go into CSU's favor here.
Now, something that I think the best of sevens benefits CSU, and I know we talked about this the other Rocket League game we casted, was CSU is a very good team at adaptation.
Yes, they have many strategies that they like to employ. And I think early game, they're kind of like a dark horse in the sense to where they don't know what they're doing until they know what they're doing, if that makes sense. Like, they have to feel out their opponent. They have to feel out the play style, the what each role of their opponent is doing in order to find the exploit. And that's why you see Cipricate gather information so much. That's why you see Orb apply pressure. They're trying to find the pressure point in the team so they can start exploiting it and hope that the other team fails to adapt on time.
Yeah. And like I was saying, like that's the benefit of NECC compared to NACE or GLEC is NECC is the best of 7. Unlike NACE and GLEC, which is best of 5, so each team needs to win 4 rather than 3, and having that extra game of leeway, I think it only helps CSU.
Yeah.
So, first game is going to go to Winthrop here.
I think going into game 2 here, CSU's main point of interest is going to be figuring out what defense is going to work here. I feel like we're not disorganized in the defense, but I feel like we're a little bit too aggressive or too congregated on the ball at one point. We're not letting somebody have rotation in defense. We're not having enough net presence, if that makes sense. So like when we get the clear ball, it's all of a sudden it's an all in, which can work, but I feel like Winthrop's managing that really well. So that's one thing I would say needs to change here for CSU if they want to turn this game around for game 2. That's a nice shot on goal there from Winthrop. Nice little air guard there. They're going to succeed it to CSU here. That was almost a shot on goal there from Cipricate. Huge little punt. Tried to follow it up. Unfortunately, he did not get the dribble, so he was not able to flick it. But
Winthrop going for some early aggression here, but CSU's got that more than taken care of.
Yeah, and we're starting to see what I was just describing as well. We're starting to see somebody hanging back on net instead of all-inning. You're starting to see CSU kind of spread out a lot more this game.
That's a nice shot. Good shutout.
And they're starting to apply the pressure here. Cipricate going for...
to get the goal clear. Lobo almost capitalizes.
They need to capitalize on something now because Winthrop is starting to run out of boost. Unfortunately, that's going to be a clear ball. It's not going to be too great for CSU. It's going to allow Winthrop to kind of cycle in their boost now.
I mean, CSU is also controlling a lot of the 100 boost spots. So, I mean, Winthrop doesn't have a lot of real options.
Yeah, that was almost really bad for Winthrop. They got lucky. That was a really fast pinch. I don't know if you caught that, but it went directly into one of their players. So it's not like they had to really react to it. Lobo doing some crazy air wall mechanics, and that's going to be in.
Cipricate ends up scoring, but a goal's a goal nonetheless for the Vikings.
Yeah, that was all Lobo's doing there for the setup there. That crazy air dribble into the wall. Riding the wall around, getting the multiple flips off. Huge movement. I mean, you love to see it from Lobo. He knows what he's doing. He knows his movement tech. We see it all the time in the way that he tries to set up pinches as well. He's very consistent when he wants to be. All right, and here we go. CSU
in rock.
Clearing the ball here.
Oh, just one. Yeah, perfect. Yep.
This is a lot of back and forth in center field here from both teams. And we're going to be able to see Orb get a demo off, starting to pivot his strategy there. That's unfortunately, that was set up for Cipricate pretty well. That was just free.
Bro's just over here, just like, psst.
A Winthrop, like, overcommitted. They threw 2 cars at the ball, and both of them overshot. Like, I mean, CSU's up 2 goals now this game. We're seeing a complete inverse of how last game went here. Not to say that they've completely figured out Winthrop, but I think them, spreading out a bit more is definitely helping in this case. Doing the exact thing of which I said they were probably going to do.
Signs point to looks pretty good.
And that would have been really nasty there for CSU.
Would have been, but Orb's there, taking care of business. And it looks like Winthrop's going to go for an attack. They're running out of boost, though.
Yeah, and that was a really huge pinch there. I think that was Lobo going for that. Winning that 50-50 in terms of defense, not necessarily getting anybody in an advantage or disadvantage state, but basically buying time for CSU to reorganize their defense.
Yeah, really, at the end of the day, that is half of just defending in Rocket League, is just being able to buy that time for yourself and for your teammates.
Reciprocate just finding himself right beneath that ball to completely cancel out that pinch was huge as well.
Okay, well, here
Reciprocate
goes
going for an air dribble. Not going for the flick, just going for the straight laser.
Well, now we got to be careful because Phantom something, Phantom GT. The Phantom of the Opera.
Oh, yeah. That's a huge upwards pinch there from Lobo. That's going to set up Orb. Unfortunately, Orb's going to lose a 50-50. I mean, they just have to stall at this point. Winthrop can't really get through this defense if they play patiently enough. I mean, Reciprocate's getting all the information that he needs right now. That's a really bad shot on goal there. Lobo's going to be able to clear that. There's no follow-up, though, from Winthrop. They're falling at their knees. The team that was so organized game 1 is all of a sudden very flustered in this last minute. Okay, well.
okay, I guess.
Speaking of flustered, CSU just completely ignores the fact and just lets a slow flying ball just absolutely punt into goal.
That looks like the average goal speed of me in my bronze games. Not gonna lie.
All right, and here we go. That's going to be up the wall. Lobo could make something happen out of this. Reciprocate's going to follow up. Unfortunately, not going to get the right angle there. A little bit rushed, probably. Orb's going to try to defend the ball there, but he does not take the 50-50 for some reason.
Lobo, some nice defense.
It's off the backboard. They're stalling for time. That's going to be a nice clear ball there from Reciprocate.
And that knock on wood should be enough for game 2.
Yeah, that's a good defense there from Reciprocate as well. They just need to stall out at this point. There's no reason to be too aggressive. I mean, unless they want to go for style points, which Lobo seems to be wanting to go for, but they're just going to let it touch, and that's it. That's game 2. It's 1-1 currently, going on to game 3.
I mean, of course, it would be Lobo to be the one to go for the style points. Be so for real.
I really want him to get the flip reset like he did last semester.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if he's done it this semester. I haven't kept up with a lot of their games, but when he gets the flip reset, it's insane.
Wow, excuse me, guys. I mean, happy Friday to everyone in chat. Hope y'all are doing well.
To all the CSU fans out there watching, whether it is live or on the YouTubes. It's going to be a good start here for Winthrop. Getting right into aggression. That's going to be a huge 50-50 for Orb.
He's there. I think that was Sip that got that ball clear.
Was it? I thought it was Orb.
I can't see the name. I just look for face, and if it's face, I know it's Sip. As the monitors in front of us go dark, Phantom. I'm just calling him Phantom. Phantom OTT. That's a Q.
QTT. Okay. I'm blind. I'm legally blind. I have an excuse.
Phantom quit?
We're just calling him Phantom. It's Winthrop, all right? It's a... I don't know who demoed there. That was either Lobo or Orb. That's a interesting demo to go for right off the bat. That's going to be a nice clear ball from Phantom. Going going to be able to get that pushed out.
Just tries to run with it, but CSU's there to shut down the fast break.
Yeah, I mean, they need to get a goal. The pressure's on at this point for CSU. They need to get a goal so they can start to reset and get just a steady lead.
Oh, the ball's still. Can't capitalize.
Yeah, there was nobody to really follow up on that. That was a nice rush there from CSU, but I think they prioritized getting boost back or being the sacrifice. Lobo is going to go for something spicy here.
Oh, and
he does a fake. He does
spicy.
A full-on fake. They thought he was going for a flick, but no.
They see me rolling.
It wasn't really something stylish, but he got the goal, and that's all that matters there.
I want to say Lobo is our style king.
I mean, a fake is pretty stylish when you absolutely juke out the entire enemy team.
This is true.
I'm saying enemy like they're about to play Battlefield 6 here. Oh my God, Orb just goes for it, straight shooter. I don't know what Winthrop's doing. I don't know where they were.
They're just slipping. That's all it is.
That was looking like my gold games there, where everyone's just driving in circles, not knowing what they're doing with the ball.
Also, I'm glad to hear the ranks don't get better.
And gold, they at least try to go for air dribbles.
True. Gold, they try to go for air dribbles. Plat, they actually know how to do it.
I wouldn't say that much. Gold and plat's not very different.
In diamond? Is that better?
Yeah, diamond, they actually know what they're doing. I think the only difference between gold and plat is that plat actually tends to make contact with the ball more than 50% of the time. And here we go. Lobo going for a nice air dribble. He's going to get the flip reset. He's going to get it passed to the corner. Is there a follow-up from anybody? There's going to be a reciprocate right behind him. He's going to go for a defense, though, try to get a 50-50 off.
Just going to get the demo.
Yeah, I think that's a good reset there.
To do with it.
Orb's going to be the sacrifice, so Lobo and Reciprocate can get their boost back, and I think that's actually going to work out for CSU. Reciprocate's going to come flying in. He was going to hope for a 50-50 contests there, but it didn't seem like that's going to happen.
Yeah, Sip's just going to cause an own goal.
I mean, he was in the right place at the right time.
Yeah.
He went for a 50-50.
Like,
that never happened.
Here, you have this.
And he just landed in the right place for a follow-up. I mean, that tends to happen in Rocket League. I don't know if that was intentional or not, but...
Totally planned.
All right, and there we go. Lobo getting a demo right off the bat, getting a nice little reset for the team. Reciprocate gets the pass over. Lobo's going to go for... That's a huge... That's two 50-50s there. Lobo just gets through. That's off the backboard. Is there going to be a follow-up? Huge save from Winthrop. Or going to lose that 50-50, unfortunately.
Yeah, we won two. Losing one's only fair.
Yeah, Lobo not going to quite get the wall pinch. I saw what he was going for, though. Or going to go for the 50-50 that's up in the air. Anybody's ball, whoever touches it first. Or I guess just another 50-50. This game is literally just contact. Yeah.
Okay.
It's like volleyball.
Okay, Orb. Orb high, Lobo low, neither score.
Winthrop.
Sip with 10 boost. Gotta manage it very smart.
Winthrop has the pressure on them as well. CSU really low. I mean, everybody's really low in boost right now, but huge. Lobo's going to get sacked for that, but that's okay. That was a misinput from Winthrop.
I love the new ping sounds whenever you hit like a goalpost. I love it.
Huge save there.
From Orb. But Winthrop's still on the attack.
Reciprocate's going to get away with it, though. That's a reset there for CSU. 50-50 going to be one, I'd say, for CSU. They're not going to quite take the offensive, though. They're going to let Winthrop kind of walk the ball a little bit back.
I mean, CSU doesn't really need to take the offensive right now. You're up 2 goals. All you need to do is just chillax, make sure you don't get scored on.
Yep, they're taking it slow. They're taking it steady.
Oh, but that net's empty, so CSU has to be careful. Lobo's back. Phantom going to get a demo, but Lobo is there to save.
That's a huge separation there for CSU.
And now Winthrop pretty much committing to the attack fully.
They're not going to get anything out of that, though. I think they're starting to get a little desperate here with 15 seconds left on the clock. Not a whole lot of time to get 2 goals here. And CSU looking like they kind of want to go for another one. That's the thing about Rocket League, and especially in games where you're facing the same people over and over.
Game 2 for CSU.
Burning out your opponent is definitely like the big thing that you get to do early. Which like we've seen CSU do a few times in the past, and it's like when you go 9-0 against CSU, you don't want to play a game 3. You just want
to give up, go home, have a good night.
I remember one team accused us of BMing and tried to get mods involved because we just kept scoring on them.
I mean, personally, skill issue.
That whole drama was funny though. I mean, it was a whole waste of time, but it's like,
what league?
We were just the better team. I don't even remember what league. It was NECC though. I remember that much.
Huh. Okay.
I think they got placed too high. They did too well in qualifiers.
That's okay.
Oh, well. There we go.
Game number 4, CSU up 2-1. In case you're just joining us, welcome. It is the lower bracket semifinals for the NECC Division 2 East region.
And we are kicking off this game with a pretty intense start. First 30 seconds, it's been a lot of back and forth. I mean, CSU's got it in the corner right now, though, and it's sticking for once. They have a little bit of an offensive push here, but they are playing things a little slow, being a little bit meticulous, being careful about boosts. They don't want things to get run down on them like game 1. They're being very conscious about how spaced out they are and where their boost is.
And again, this is like a very different CSU than we saw the whole season. That just speaks again to like how good this team is at adapting to their opponents. I mean, you can go into a game, you can plan to play CSU, and like before the game, you can prep however much you like, but they're the ones that are making the plan in the game. As we might have a tech issue I might have saw in the corner.
A tech issue?
I just saw party leader left the game.
Oh.
So CSU might be... Oh, he's back. Okay. He's back.
All right, and we're chilling. That was an interesting 50-50. I have never seen someone get dribbled by another car before. At least not in a NECC game, at least.
Right.
All right, here we go. There's the 50-50 there.
Sip. He's going to win that. At least put the ball to the ground. Lobo playing some good defense.
Orb needs to follow that up. He's not going to quite chase it as closely as he should have been there.
Well, maybe CSU has now kind of switched their play to play for counterattacks rather than just like a full-on...
I don't think they're going for counterattacks. I think they're trying to look for an opening. They're not overcommitting to things, which is perfectly fine, given how Winthrop's been playing this entire time, has been very overcommittal to offense.
And also given that you have the series lead as well.
Yeah.
So...
they have it kind of figured out, and that's all that really matters. They have a formula that's working. They're not going to want to change it right now.
Right.
The downside is it's a very slow game for CSU, and that makes the game very slow for Winthrop. And they're very desperate to make sure that CSU doesn't score a goal this time as well. There are a little bit of adaptations Winthrop's made here.
Okay, well, here goes Lobo in the air. He's out of boost.
And as you can see, like the major thing is they're being more conscious of airspace right now.
Yeah.
They're going for more 50-50s than they were last game. And the air at the very least.
You're saying Winthrop is?
Yeah, Winthrop. And that's the major change I've seen with them right now, and I think that's what's keeping CSU on their toes and the reason why there's not really been a solid opening for them to commit to.
Is that a mutual demo? Yes, it is.
Yeah, it was. Tends to happen sometimes. Orb does have the ball. Not going to quite get the 50-50. Does avoid getting demoed there, though. It's going to be really hard for any team at this point to score a goal, it looks like. I mean, Lobo waiting for something to happen from Winthrop. Winthrop just playing it back. Cool. Probably getting a, boost reset there.
Yeah. And here's...
It's off the backboard.
Track.exe. Can't see what the second letter is. That's unlucky.
That was a nice flick from Cypricate to get it across field. It's going to be basically placed into Winthrop's hands there, and it's going to be back into the defense for CSU. That was a nice setup. I mean, it wasn't going in. There was nobody to follow up that from Winthrop's side. I don't think they were quite prepared for it, but that was a little bit scary for CSU regardless.
45 seconds. We could see overtime here. A missed shot from Winthrop.
Winthrop really flaked on that one. That could have been an easy goal. That was open from CSU. It's a bad 50-50 to miss out on there. Orb's at least back to save that, but, I mean, this is getting really close here.
And again, I mean, I really don't see Winthrop fighting in the air as much as they probably should.
They're not going for any setups, and I think that's the major thing that CSU's taking advantage of is, I mean, you see them in the air when they want to, but they're not going for, air flicks. They're not going for air dribbles. They're not going for...
Right.
They're very grounded in their ways.
All right, so ball in the air. Either team could score, or we could see overtime here.
I think CSU should go for the overtime counter.
Oh.
Or that's just going to be Game 4 going to Winthrop.
Yeah, Phantom will take Game 4.
Oh, this is first to 4, right?
Yes.
So 2 more games left. Effectively, could be 3 more games for all we know, but
I'll say both teams need to. So now the series basically has just turned into a best of 3. We're even 2-2.
Yep. I mean, CSU was getting very antsy there at the end. I think that's the reason why things kind of fell apart there. I think they needed that reset. I think they should have gone for the overtime counter. Unfortunately, it didn't seem like they were getting quite close enough to where they needed to be. I just realized we have desktop audio muted.
Can you give me a sec? Alan. We are sad.
Alright, we won 4 whole games without any game audio. That's great.
Oh, it could be a little worse. When I was streaming Counter-Strike on Wednesday, we went 5 whole rounds until a timeout before I realized my microphone was muted.
Oh no. I will say we are hitting a little loud there on the meter, but I can adjust that later.
On the speaking
side, yeah. Desktop audio is fine. It's a compressor issue because we're immediately hitting that brick wall limiter.
Oh.
So
CSU has shown some early aggression here in game number 5. You definitely don't want to go down 3-2 in Rocket League because, like you said, a lot of it can just come down to 50-50s as Orb is going to be in complete dominating control, almost gets a complete goal on his own.
Nice little air dribble setup there for Orb as well. Winthrop's going to be able to defend that easily. If they just let that happen, then I don't understand why we're losing to this team. But
yeah. Oh, a nice goal from Lobo.
I mean, that was just straight in. I mean, it was a free net. Both players were a little bit too overcommitted.
And then
yeah.
Sploosh.
There's nobody really watching net. They seem to...
What Zelda game is that from? Is that Wind Waker?
Sploosh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Sploosh Kaboom, Wind Waker. On, I forget what the name of the island is, but it's the one with the windmill.
Yeah. I have a funny story for that in between games that I'm sure you will appreciate. But looking at it here, CSU again almost getting an open net, little ping on the crossbar. Oh, but now Winthrop has an open net.
They absolutely flub
pings.
it. They absolutely. That's the 3rd time we've seen Winthrop have an open net, and they just do not get the right angle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if we're playing basketball, my junior high teammate will just shout "Brick City."
Oh Lord.
We were little rascals. just a
Here we go. Cypricate going for a nice little shot off backboard setup there, which Orb could have followed up on. Unfortunately, it's going to be picked up by one of Winthrop's players there and kind of caressed downwards to the ground. That's going to be a center ball there for Winthrop.
Yep. Orb is in the air.
Getting the 50-50 off, that's all he was really caring about. That's all the setup was for. That's a nice little touch off for Lobo. Gonna buy some time for CSU to try to get some setup going. We're gonna see Lobo's just going for these crazy flicks right now. I don't know what he's doing, but I mean, he's getting something going.
Lobo's just hungry for goals, that's all. He knows his teammates are cooking, he just wants to eat. 2 minutes left in game number 5 here.
Reciprocate getting a little bit overcommittal there. Or not quite making contact with the ball, not save. That could have been really bad.
Yeah, he's going to get control in the corner here, send it off to Lobo, who's going to shoot but get taken out. Minute 45 here. Sip going to make sure the ball stays on the side of Winthrop. Or at least towards their goal, I should say.
There we go, Reciprocate gonna have it off the corner. He's gonna reset it. Unfortunately, gonna set up Phantom.
Right up for a goal.
And now we're looking at a similar situation to last game where scores are even. Both teams have made their adaptations to each other.
I'll say it now. The big question is just now what?
Now what is they need to step back. They need to set up Lobo.
Yep.
They need to go for a ground pinch, a wall pinch, or something. Lobo needs to do some Lobo things.
Lobo needs to become Lobo. He needs to enter his anime villain training arc.
I mean, he's been doing fine. He's gotten his setups. It's just Winthrop 50-50s them just about every time.
So, oh, that's another open net for CSU there. Okay, well now Lobo has 40 boost to work with.
40 boost, but he's not going to get the flip reset. Yep. He's going to hit it a little bit too hard for that.
"45 seconds on the clock here.
All right, there we go. CSU is on their way to potentially making a goal here. That's center goal.
Yep, that's Sip there to clean up shop.
I mean, they brought it around town. Look at this smooth little pass off the corner there. Reciprocate gonna get it.
Just a little pass to himself. So CSU with a 2-1 lead, 37 seconds left on the clock.
They definitely have...
Oh, hello? Okay.
All right, well, I don't know what the plan there from Winthrop was. A little bit overcommittal onto the start of that ball.
I mean, maybe they just thought they kind of had to go and score, so no one really stayed back to, stay back.
Orb just absolutely nailing that poor Winthrop player.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't really matter anyways, but that's a quick goal. CSU can't really let that happen again. I imagine it happens again.
That'd be crazy.
And we go into overtime, game 5.
I would clip it on Twitch.gg. Xana causes bad things to happen. Zandito burritos. That was crazy.
All right, here we go. It's off the backboard. Yep. It almost happened again. I almost spoke it into existence.
They just need to not do the thing.
They need to let the ball touch the ground.
Well, the ball just touched the ground, so they need to let it touch the ground, again. Ideally.
Or ideally, Lobo goes crazy, gets another goal, and Winthrop gets burnt out for game 6.
Guys,
and we win.
pretty please. Thank you.
Okay.
So CSU will take a 3-2 lead now.
And this is potentially game point.
Yeah, well, this is game point for CSU. I mean, so anyway, now that we're in between games. So Corey, Arctic, obviously he has 2 Smash mains. He has Rob, he has Olimar. So the tag that he plays under is different depending on which character. If it is Rob, he is Sploosh. If it is Olimar, he is Kaboom. I find that so funny for the sole reason that it literally should be the opposite. Because the amount of lasers and crap Rob has.
That's fair, but also Maurice.
Shout out Maurice, dude. Maurice, my goat.
I mean, shout out to a double Dutch.
Yeah.
Oh, no double Dutch for Orb. So sad. I mean, CSU going off on the offensive this game right off the bat. Oh, it's so sad seeing a failed pinch attempt. When you just see the car flip over on itself as it hits the ball and the ball goes nowhere, you know it feels bad, man.
It feels bad, man. All around me are familiar. So CSU trying to put Winthrop out of this tournament here and trying to put themselves into the lower bracket finals versus Florida.
I mean, there goes Cypricate setting up Orb or Lobo.
Yeah, well, actually, I was gonna say,
that was a sniper shot straight into the crossbar there.
mutual demolition from Orb and Phantom.
There we go. CSU does have people on the net, luckily, and that's going to be a nice follow-up from Reciprocate. He is being chased. He's going to take the 50-50. Winthrop, that's a huge 50-50 for Winthrop, actually. It's going to allow, I mean, CSU's all the way back on the opposite end of the field. I think that's just a good boost reset for both teams, though. Orb going to win that 50-50, going to get a follow-up pinch off the ground. Unfortunately, it's going to be off the wall. He's going to get a follow-up on it, though. Nobody to follow up after Orb, though, and that sucks. That could have been a huge attack for CSU.
Yep, but Lobo's there to stop any funny business from Phantom. So CSU, 3 minutes on the clock.
Lobo trying to get a corner pinch there off the wall.
Uh-oh. CSU feels very out of position right now.
No, I think they're fine. They're right where they need to be. Orb taking that 50-50. Pretty neutral 50-50, I'd say. That's a nice setup there.
Yep,
Oh.
and to NECC.exe.
Yeah, Winthrop getting a huge setup there on CSU and getting a nice follow-up with it. Unfortunately, I feel like nobody was really paying attention when Orb had that huge setup. They're
No.
kind of expecting a goal out of it, I'm sure. I mean, it was an empty net for the most part. Winthrop came in last second to save that ball.
I mean, it's just proof you can never get too comfortable in this game.
Yep.
As CSU's again just going for a quick attack, but Winthrop and good old NECC.exe.
This is going to be a huge little corner play here for CSU to potentially take and contest. That's a nice 50-50. It's going to be arched right down in. Unfortunately, Winthrop's going to save it. Reciprocate not going to quite make contact with the ball. That's really bad in the sense of now they're on the defense here, going to have to reset. They're going to get a nice little boost there, though, and that's...
Everyone's going to get jumped over, but fortunately Winthrop is just a little too quick on their rotates for us to score out of that. So yeah, the ball
that was still looking really bad for CSU, though.
He has to fall. Lobo's going to hit the 50-50 and succeed.
I mean, we barely get the save. We barely scrape by here, but CSU got to make an adaptation.
And they got to make it quick. 1:53 left in this game, or we're going to see Game 7 as Orb quickly makes me eat my words. CSU ties this game up.
I mean, yeah, he basically just threads the needle there between the players. Look at that. A delayed reaction from Winthrop's goal sitter there. Someone get him out of babysitting duty. Do not trust this man with your children. Man or woman, sorry for the assumption.
Do not trust this human.
I would not let this young adult babysit my child.
Man, you don't know. It could be a college student in their 40s.
Yeah, true, true.
Do not let this specific individual.
No cat sitting for you. All right, here we go. That's a huge shot on goal there from Winthrop. At least a nice center ball. No follow-up going to happen out of it. Yep. CSU getting Orb just absolutely contesting that by himself. Taking two back-to-back 50-50s by himself.
Oh, Sip's going to win a 50-50. Takes a lot of contact for it.
It's going to be off the wall. Lobo needs to follow this up.
Yep. Minute left. CSU trying to play the boost game as Orb's going to take a shot on goal, but it gets saved.
Yeah, it's a good 50-50, though. CSU's still in the running with this. It's going to be a nice save there. It's still in the corner.
It is just crazy, the sheer volume of shots that gets taken at high level.
Yeah. And here we go.
Reciprocate.
He's going to just reset. Yep. I think that's a good Good little mixer.
Oh, no.
That's just an open net. It could have been an open net.
Yep.
Should have been an open net.
Phantom tries to counterattack. 30 seconds left.
Ooh.
CSU, I think Orb had a nice little pinch out.
That was a good 50-50 for CSU,
Okay,
but that
Sip-
could have been really
Yeah,
bad.
Sip hits,
all the same.
Almost clear chip shot. That's 2 demos. Winthrop has a 3-on-1 right now. I mean, the demos are back by now, but
Barely saved by the bell.
here's going to be Lobo. He runs out of boost, doesn't have a flip either.
He didn't quite get the angle he needed for the flip reset. But I mean,
Alright,
we
so
have
we have
Ciprocate
the
going in for a slow
Acad.
setup.
Yes!
Followed by Orb.
Will
Last
score!
second.
And that's going to be it. The Vikings are in the lower bracket finals.
Yep.
So GG's all around.
Really well played by Winthrop as well. They were holding on by a thread. I mean, they took 2 games off of us as well. I mean, those games were incredibly close. You know, kudos for them, especially being basically bottom seed, having clawed back up from the abyss.
I mean, yeah, they had to. They went 4-2 against the 2nd seed, and then had to claw their way through the lower bracket. They beat 6th seed Costanoga.
Mm-hmm.
And then they beat the top seed 4-3 in their lower bracket quarterfinals. So
Yeah, they definitely had a glow up at some point in the season, which, I mean,
yeah,
keep it up.
big props to them. The work's doing good. Yeah, that's it for tonight. We will next see you guys on December 1st. So we're going to have a little bit of break for the Thanksgiving holiday. We will see Rocket League NECC, the CSU Vikes versus the University of Florida Gators. Winner of that will advance to the grand finals on December 3rd versus Charlotte Esports.
Oh, Charlotte. Oh, no. Is that Charlotte, North Carolina, or?
I would guess.
Okay. They're pretty good. If it's Charlotte, North Carolina, they're pretty good.
Yeah.
So that'll be a tough battle for us, I'm sure.
I mean, they went 4-1, 4-1, 4-2.
Yeah.
So, pretty good team. Sure. Yeah. Thank you, everyone, so much for watching.